Kendall Womack was in her first semester of nursing school when she traded her scrubs for a hospital gown.
I did okay, but I knew also there was something wrong because I wasn't performing at the level that, I felt like I should be, that I knew that I could be performing at.
This is how Womack describes her 3 months in the nursing program before she withdrew to focus on her health. Doctors actually discovered something was wrong when she went for a physical before she started.
They called me in and they drew some blood, and it took a little while to get the results back, and they sent it off to Emory, and that's when they started figuring everything out, that there was something that was a little off. My blood counts were sort of in the critical range.
Womack tried to push through her health issues, but often became exhausted and fatigued when completing daily tasks.
I think with having to work and pay for school and everyday life, things that come at you along with the stress of nursing school, I think that really beat me down. It sort of made it extra hard on me.
She took a leave from the nursing school in October and spent 2 weeks in the hospital getting tested.
I spoke with my professors, and we decided it would be best for me to be 100% when I returned. So, and then after I took the leave is when we found out what was going on and realized, it may be a little bit longer before I can start back.
Doctors diagnosed Womack with a rare genetic disease called monomac.
After we got my diagnosis, we knew that everything would sort of start, going pretty fast at that point. We knew what the plan was, what we had to do, to get this fixed.
A part of that plan was finding a transplant donor through Be The Match.
When you join the Be The Match registry, what you're doing is making yourself available to potentially donate your bone marrow or blood stem cells to any patient you may match.
The organization held a donor drive in Womack's hometown, Cartersville, Georgia, on January 28, 2017. Gunn says this was one of the most successful drives in Georgia.
444 people within 3 hours. So it was a very, very successful drive. And from that drive, we already know of one person who has been identified as a potential match for another patient.
Gunn says this is way above a typical bone marrow drive's average.
We can expect to register anywhere between 40 to 50 people on average for a typical bone marrow drive. So anytime you get 100 or more people, that is an extremely good bone marrow drive. But when you register 444 people, that's just outstanding.
Womack found her match 3 months later, but doesn't know much about the donor. She only knows it's a 30-year-old male.
It could take anywhere from 3 months to 6 months, and some people wait a year, and some people wait, many years, multiple years to find a match. There's a lot of things that determine, who can be your match. Ethnicity, there's all sorts of things that add up to the equation. So 3 months is, I would say, pretty good time.
Be The Match also planned the donor drive at Shorter University for March 28, 2017, before Womack's match was found. But she wanted to continue the drive to spread awareness and possibly help someone else find a match.
There are people out there that, I was once in their shoes, not knowing, when is my match going to be found? Is there a match out there? You sort of you're hanging out on a limb. So I know how those people feel. So I feel that the more drives we have, that's more chances of finding other people's match. So that's something that's really close to my heart.
Shorter University's Director of Student Health Services, Mary Shotwell Smith, says the event was an overall success.
The representative from Blood Assurance and Be The Match were really amazed at the kindness and generosity of the students. They said they were the most respectful and polite people they knew. And I said, well, it's because of their altruistic spirits.
Womack says the support from her family, friends, and peers have made a difference. She also says she's grateful to have a second chance at life.
I feel that, the Lord's given me peace about this process. He's been with me every step of the way, and I know He's not going to leave me at this point.
Reporting from Shorter University, Caleb Britt, Hawk Update.